oftentimes you see a need, you fill it, you kind of clobber some things together, and it starts to take off and grow from there. And so, despite distribution and popularity and such, many of those tools are not born from like a truly technologically driven point of view. And what happens now is that you multiply that across the board, and you're starting to kind of realize that there's a lot of solutions. Those solutions are definitely going deep, but perhaps they don't go wide. They're certainly not speaking to one another. And then you have the broader kind of trend of consolidation with, heightened PE, private equity activity
Mhm.
that's coming in and starting to combine those solutions into portfolios that, yes, may be strategic, but again, technically speaking, they may not always be shaking hands with one another and working in tandem. And so there's consolidation happening, but there's not a lot of technical kind of, conversations among systems that are taking place, which again comes back to us as consumers and users. So for us families in this case, we're just like, cool, there's an app and a solution for everything and a platform from each of the sports that my kids are playing on. But that means that I, as a human, am back and being the center of the story and having to kind of collate all of that manually together, hence the mental load and so forth.
Mhm.
Unlike if I'm coming from, let's say, banking or some of these other, kind of more technically mature SaaS B2B
Mhm.
areas. Well, we've solved for those things and we've solved for them a while ago.
Mhm.
There's APIs and there's integration layers and there's technology platforms, be that as it might be, lots of tech debt there happening as well. But they're architected differently with some of that connectivity in mind. So disparate, fragmented, not a whole lot of technical kind of handshaking happening, but a lot of passion, a lot of heart, and a ton of relationships. And that's kind of been the other side of my learning curve, is that while technology may offer an opportunity to come in and kind of, improve on some of that and apply an enterprise, mindset towards some of it,